Okay, today we're going to talk about probably the third largest expense most families have in their household today. That's credit card debt. Without realizing it, people are carrying credit card debt and they're getting money sucked right out of their account, and your ability to become rich, your ability to become wealthy, to become financially independent, financially free is due to bad financial money management. Okay, you got these plastic cards in your wallet, you've got them in your purse, and you just go to the store, put it in a little card reader, or you tap it, and it's 15 to 30% interest you're paying in carrying that balance. By carrying that balance, you turn a $20, $30, $40 purchase into a $22, $27, $28, $45 purchase. It doesn't seem like much, although when you start adding it up, it becomes a lot of money. So a lot of people, they want that financial freedom. They want that financial independence, yet they don't have financial money management. Financial money management will lead you to the other two. Without it, you're going to stay broke. Okay, so now let's talk about how to take back control of these credit card payments that are out of control, that are causing you stress at night, sleepless nights, how you're going to get through the month because you've got all these payments you have to make, and it seems like no end in sight. You got to write them down. Don't just get the payment, make it, and go. Write it down so you can see it. You start to understand it. You start to understand how much is on each one. I just put together an Excel spreadsheet, and it has all my payments on it, and it has all that stuff on it. And it's relatively simple. I look at it 3 to 4 times a week so that I know where I'm at. 3 to 4 different schools of thought on this. Paying off credit cards is a relatively simple thing. You can do it one of 3 ways, basically. When you have multiple credit cards, you take the smallest. First off, you take the credit cards, put a rubber band around them, put them all in a drawer. You don't have one that you take with you. You take the debit card because that's cash coming right out of your bank today, right at the purchase. And in the event you got to think about it, don't do it. Don't do that impulse buy. Smallest balance, and you pay that off. Let's say it's $25, and you've got some other cards. You got like 3 other cards. When you take that, when that's paid off, you overpay. You add to the balance to pay off the principal. Once it's paid off, you take that payment of $25, add it to the next payment. And let's say that was $25, and then you pay that off. Now you're paying off $25 in principal plus whatever that payment was. Now you're going to get that paid off. Well, now you've got $50 that you're going to add to the next one. Keep climbing the ladder. Okay. That's one, it's called a snowball effect, because you're basically taking a small amount of money and just keep piling on top and just adding more money to it. The upside to that is, it's a psychological thing. Oh man, that one's paid off. Oh, this one's paid off. Oh, this one's paid off. The catch is you still got this big one hung out there. Now you're getting up to it and you're looking at it, okay? Because the other school of thought is this one's costing you the most, the big one. So you just go after that one. The upside to that is it's going to get paid down. There's 2 downsides to it. One, it's a psychology thing. You still have these little annoying ones, and this one's not really going down because you're not putting a whole lot of money on it. So it's a psychological thing that it's not coming down. I don't know what to do. It's still costing me money. So that, like I said, it's this whole thing's going to take discipline, and you have to have the discipline. So you do that. Start it there, work your way down, or you can pick the highest interest rate card and pay that off, and then work your way down interest wise. Now, one school of thought, which is a school of thought that I did, I had some cards, and what I did was I paid down the highest balances. Let's say I had a $5,000 card, and I'd maxed it out to like $4,800. That card, that $4,800, that $200 that's left, is basically going to be telling the credit companies that he's basically maxed out. He's used all of his credit. Well, that has a negative effect on your credit score. I'd highly recommend joining Credit Karma in the event you have not done that yet. You can keep track of it daily. And yeah, we'll get into this in just. So what happens is you start paying that balance down, your score starts going up. As your score starts going up on Credit Karma, what I did was I got offers for new credit cards that had 0% balance transfers. Once I started getting those 0% balance transfers, I started moving money from 20% to 0%, from 19% to 0%, from 25% to 0%. The numbers plummeted when I started, all of it being principal. Just boom, boom, boom. The numbers started falling really quick. There's 3 different ways to make that payment. There's 3 different ways of schools of thought that you pay down your credit cards. Get serious about it. And we're going to get into some stuff in the next section as far as how disciplined you have to be to really want to make this happen. As far as time, as far as how long is it going to take? How long is this going to take? That's up to you. That's going to be determined by your discipline, your money management, your budgeting, how much money you actually throw away in impulse buys. That's all going to be determined. I can highly recommend you put together a budget. That budget will give you an idea. First off, it tells you where the money's coming in. It also tells you where the money's going. You want to get rich, you better know where it's going. Simply because until you take back control of your finances, until you take back control of your life, you're just going to be stressed out, period. Because people don't realize how much money they're making. And that's really simple, because what you think you make is not what you really make. And the simple analogy for that is really simple. Expenses. You have rent. You have a car payment. You have insurance payments. You have food. You have gas. These types of things. Well, all of that stuff, when you started out with $5,000 minus 20% off the top, so now you got 4. All of a sudden, your $5,000 that you make every month becomes $350 that's left over, that's yours. That's what you made. Everybody else made the $3,650. You didn't. They did. So you need to take back control of your life. And once I realized that everybody else was making money except me. I had money coming in. It was going out faster than it was coming in. That's what the payments were for. Once I realized that and I took back control of my money, my life totally changed. Okay, so let's kind of wrap this whole thing up here. We've gone through the fact that, credit card debt is not a good thing. High interest rates, long payments, lots of money going out the window. No end in sight a lot of times for people. How they can damage your credit, especially when you miss payments. That payment you missed 3, 4, 5, 6 months ago and got back caught up, it will crush you when you're going out to look for a house. It just happens. Because you get 2 or 3 of those, you're done. As far as budgeting, I'm going to leave a link to a couple of budgets, free budget forms and stuff down below here. Take advantage of them. There's so much information out there on how to do this. People choose not to do it. You're in life where you've chosen to be based on the choices you've made. In the event people are broke, struggling financially, you've chosen to be there. The catch is you can choose to get out of that. And the choice is yours. So what I recommend for you is, in the event you need some help, feel free to ask. Be happy to help you based on what I can. I'm not a financial advisor or anything like that. I just know what I've done for me. And getting out of debt has made a huge difference in my life. Okay? Just the way I think now. I don't get stressed out because of money. It doesn't matter. It's like, I've got enough coming in. I don't have to worry about it. So have a good day. Have a good night. Any questions, any comments? You think the video was great, you think the video sucked, go ahead and put it down there. Would appreciate the comments. Talk to you soon. See you next week.